I'm going to show you guys a game that was played today. It might be the worst game ever played ever by anybody ever, where both players were over 2,700. Yeah. I can't even believe how bad it is. What was that thing? Is it today? Yeah, and then it's... No, that's not it. Events. Oh, is it this? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to show you. And then it's the game Rufus versus... Yeah, this is the game. Yeah, and then I'm going to... No, share's wrong. Oh, no, share's not wrong. I can do this. Okay. And
I'm pretty good. Indebted. MF. Just been working.
Working in a coal mine. Okay, you ready, Karen? This is the worst chess game that's ever been played ever. Although I clicked the wrong button, so it's less bad. This was played today in the Blitz. Yeah. If I do a game report, it's gonna be like they each played 5. People think that they're good. All right, now let me explain something to you guys. Alireza, no good. Okay, I explained it. God, every game he won in the Blitz, it was like plus 50 for his opponent, like this one. And then in the Rapid, he didn't win any games. Yeah, he's just not good. All right.
No.
Yeah, it's too bad. Okay, so watch all these blunders.
I'm watching.
There's a lot of blunders. They're the highest rated players ever, and every move is a blunder, right? That's why Morphe, Capablanca, and Fischer would take him to school, especially him, because he should be in school.
They said the game was exciting.
It was exciting. The more blunders, the more exciting it is. Like your game was exciting. The greatest game ever you played. You and Spencer streamed it. That was exciting, but it doesn't mean it's well played when it's exciting. Usually, it's not well played. Yeah. Okay. So Alireza blunders immediately. Like he doesn't waste any time. Okay. So you don't waste any time. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so white's threatening mate. Bishop f7 mate.
All right.
Okay, he makes a blunder. Knight takes e5. That's a known blunder. Okay. And he's lost now. Bishop f4 is actually better. The reason it's a blunder is if I attack your knight, you can't move your knight because I mate you. So actually, queen takes d4 is also a blunder. Right, he should play here. And it says he's played plus 2.5. He played here, which also wins, but not as much. And then never play f6, right? And then he just takes it. You can't take the queen because bishop f7, mate. You can't take the knight because queen takes rook. Now, what's funny is, even though Nepom's winning, it doesn't like the way he's playing. But he's winning. Okay. So then he wraps it up. It's equal material, and black's position is unbelievably bad. Okay. Okay, now Alireza makes a very funny move. Very funny. It's the same move we just talked about. Now, he castled. Bam. Okay, now in this position, every move wins. You can't find a move that doesn't win because you're not as good as Nepomniachtchi. He found a move that loses immediately.
Okay.
It's the worst move ever played in chess. He played here, giving his rook away. Then after it takes, he has nothing. He's like crazy. There's nothing. He's dead lost knight down a rook.
Didn't he have some kind of idea?
He had an idea, but I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, so he checked, and he took the bishop, and then rook g8. Now he's going to lose his bishop on d6, so he'll just be down a rook. Okay. And he just plays down a rook. Okay, whatever. Black's up a rook. Okay, and that's a tricky move, because if you take it with the rook, then queen a8 check gets it back. Okay, so he plays king g7. If you take the queen, rook takes rook as mate. So the guy plays c4. And now Alireza makes triple question mark blunder here. Every move wins, but not the move Alireza played, but every other move wins. He played here, which loses, because now after c5 you lose. I mean, that's like a tactics trainer puzzle rush for like a beginner. It's like c5, you attack the rook moves away, you take the knight. Now, when the queen was on e6 last move, you can't play c5 because rook takes bishop.
What's the time control?
Well, it's blitz game. The c5, now white's completely winning. Okay. So white's 3 pawns up here for nothing. and it's +5. Okay. And he's winning the whole game. He's up 3 pawns. Can't not win. Always check. Technique's not too good. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What a blunder. Okay. I clicked the wrong arrow. All right. Okay, he played bishop b3, which is a very bad move. I mean, obviously, you need the bishop here to defend knight f3 check and queen g2 mate. Bishop here is just stupid. What kind of move is that? All right, so now black's got some good counterplay. He's got f3, he's coming in, right? Okay, now, inexplicably, he made the best move, king h1. Okay, then knight g4 is a blunder, because that gets rid of all of his counterplay. He doesn't have, I mean, knight g4 is the worst move ever. The black can't do anything now. He just blocked all of his play. So now the numbers are back up to like +5 again. Okay, then rook f1, which is not good. Knight f6 is not good. Queen d3 is not good. Queen e8 is not good. f3 is insane. That's an insane move, opening up the 7th rank. Okay, never play f3. So white was completely winning, and black was completely winning, and white was completely winning, and now it's a draw after f3. Okay, now the position's a draw with correct play. The queen f5 is a blunder. Notice how the rook skewers this, right? Mm-hmm. So you just move your queen where it defends it. Queen here, queen here, queen here, all equal. The engine says so. He just gave his bishop away. So he intentionally gave his rook away, and I guess he intentionally gave his bishop away, I guess. So now he's down a knight for nothing. Okay, now in this position, queen e6 is a mistake. So now white can play g4, attacking the h-pawn, and then take the h-pawn. That's a draw. Mm-hmm. And he's like, nah, that I'll leave that h-pawn there. That seems pretty good. Man, terrible. Queen b5 is a good move. Yeah. And then he wrapped it up. Then Alireza played well and won because he's up a piece for nothing. And then he resigned. I mean, that was the worst game ever. Like, I couldn't believe Nepomniachtchi played rook takes e6 hanging his rook. I'm like, what is he doing? Then later, I couldn't believe Alireza, who was +4, like hung his whatever piece he hung, and it was losing. And then I couldn't believe Nepomniachtchi lost a 3-pawn up endgame. How do you lose it? He's not, he's not me. He's him. He's supposed to be Carlsen. And what? Anyway, I've never been so mad.
And then where was this game? Like in person or?
Yeah, they're playing in the real world. Nepomniachtchi complained that Alireza was banging the clock. Got to complain about something. By the way, I'm not saying anybody's cheating. I'm not. I'm not saying anybody's cheating. I'm not. However, nobody's cheating. Nobody's cheating. But nobody's cheating. However, if you look at the games they play on the internet, the same people, then look at the games they play in real life. Games they play in real life are no good. Alireza blunders every move in every blitz game, and he wins them. Every move he makes is a blunder, and he still wins. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure nobody's cheating. Okay, analysis. If it says they play in the 90s, I'm going to be really mad because it might say that. I'm guessing it doesn't say that. Man, so many blunders that game. I'll probably say they play in the 90s. Look at all those colors. Mm-hmm. You ever seen so many colors when it's every move has a color? That's bad. Man, that looks like a Christmas tree. God damn. 89 and 94. No matter how bad they play good. White made 3 blunders. Black made 3 blunders. White made 6 mistakes. Black made 1 mistake. White made 8 inaccuracies, and black made 4. Now, just looking at the mistakes and inaccuracies, right? Mm-hmm. How did he play 89? 8 inaccuracies, 6 mistakes, 3 blunders? That's not 89. Man, terrible.
Yeah, we know the H-file's cut off.
Terrible.
Just check for a second while he's looking at the report.
Man, the worst game I ever saw, and they still played 90.
Hey, trying to learn.
Harsh. Nobody's cheating. No, nobody's cheating. It's just amazing that, that these are the best players in the world, and every move they make is a blunder. And then people say players are better now than they used to be. Terrible. Yeah, players used to be good. Like in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, there were like 10 really, 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 really good Soviet players. Right? The Soviet Olympic team was the scariest thing that ever happened on Earth, not just in chess. The Soviet Olympic team, their reserve boards were better than your board one. The players that didn't make the team were better than your board one. The Soviet teams had like 5 world champions on them. And they were world champions at the same time, which isn't even possible. So it's funny, one of the Olympiads, when they were choosing the team, the first vote was to not let Botvinnik on the team because he wasn't good enough, and he was the world champion. Then they decided that was a bad decision, so they let him on the team. Man, world champion, not good enough. Let's get some good players. I mean, they had Spassky, Petrosian, Botvinnik. I'm missing world champions here. Tall, damn, Smyslov, right? And they're like, well, one of you guys has to not play. Who's not playing on that team, right? Then they got other guys who weren't world champions like Geller and Stein and Bronstein. Those guys are pretty good too. You hear me talking? And I probably missed like 3 world champions because I'm so mad. Yeah, Keres, that's right. Korchnoi, yeah. Karpov, no, that's the wrong time period. Yeah. Yeah, Keres, Geller, god damn. Yeah, I mean, people who weren't on the team were better than the other teams. Like, if they could have 2 teams, their second team would come in second or first. Ridiculous. Yeah, Putin? Yeah. Exactly.
There's a noise.
I know. $2.
Yay. Hey, Drainer.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's true.
Geller could bend spoons? That's right. Only like 1% of the chat gets that joke, right? Karen's like, I guess so, because I don't get it.
Geller could bend spoons.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
There's a famous person you've never heard of. Maybe she's heard of him. Uri Geller, URI. And he said he was a mentalist and could do stuff because he's a liar. Yeah. And then he went on the Tonight Show and they made fun of him. Yeah. You're in the 1%, frankly. Yeah. No, not Y-U-R-I. U-R-I. Yeah. Putin on the fritz. That's right.
Hey, how late are you going to stream?
I'm like leaving soon.
Oh.
Yeah. James Randi is the one who would make fun of him. Yeah. Randy. Yeah. Staunton was regarded as a world champion, but was another Potzer from England. I'm doing a lecture on Staunton in 2 days. Yeah. What was Petrosian's rating on chess.com? Wrong Petrosian. Terrible. Man, those Soviet teams were good. And now people think these guys are good. Terrible. Yeah. Frankly, terrible. But it's funny how, like, okay, let me explain why this is terrible. It's not because the moves are terrible, which it is. Okay, in this position, this is a theoretical position, which Firouzja doesn't know, and he makes the worst move ever. Right? That's not a move. And it's obviously a crazy move, because if the knight is attacked with f4, bishop f4, queen e2, cd4, queen d4, you can't move the knight because you get mated. So that's a crazy move in a blitz game, because you might just lose in a couple moves. And he is losing. So it's just like a weird move, like how he would choose that. I've never been so angry.
It seemed to work out for him.
Yeah. No, he was lost. So he should play d5, hoping his opponent doesn't know the en passant rule.
Yeah.
Right? And if you take en passant, then you play e6, blocking the bishop. And then you got pressure on the knight. This pawn's a goner, etc. Mainly, etc. But it's amazing he doesn't know theory and he plays like the sharpest lines. Terrible.
Hey, Baldy.
Everybody's like, yay, Alireza, then he loses all of his games. The next tournament, yay, Alireza, then he loses all of his games.
What
I mean, come on.
Hey, what are you guys talking about? Which Petrosian?
They don't know there's like several Petrosians, they don't know that.
Oh.
They think the Tigran Petrosian who's cheating was the world champion because they don't
Hey, isn't the cheating one going to be at World Open?
Oh, yeah. He was at the Vegas, too.
Oh, yeah.
Also, there's Arshak Petrosian, who's also a GM. Okay, you ready? Mm-hmm. And for $1 trillion, who's his son-in-law?
Wait, repeat the whole statement again.
Arshak Petrosian.
Okay.
He's a grandmaster.
Uh-huh.
And who's his son-in-law?
Wasn't that the one you just mentioned playing in Vegas also?
No.
No. Arshak Petrosian's son-in-law.
Yeah, this is a shocking answer. Shaq. Shaquille O'Neal. What? Yeah. Arshak, his son-in-law Shaq.
I'm not going to know.
What? Should I tell you?
Yeah.
Let's see if they know in the chat. They probably looked it up by now. Yeah, Leko. That's right. Yeah, Arshak Petrosian's daughter married Leko. Yeah. Also, Horshak Petrosian. That's right. Who was Horshak?
Welcome Back, Cotter?
Yeah, he was one of the Sweat Hogs.
I remember him.
Yeah, he was your favorite.
Vaguely.
Which Sweat Hog became the most famous?
John Travolta.
That's correct. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can't say which one became the least famous because the other three. So I can't.
Yeah.
Which person on Welcome Back, Cotter was the best poker player in real life? And still is. Of all the people on the show.
I mean, I hardly watch this show, so I'm going to have to just guess and say if he's still alive. What's his name? Judd? Wait, was he on there?
Who's Judd?
Oh. What was the guy's name? The teacher, the old...
Gabe Kaplan?
Yeah, him.
Yeah, him, right.
Okay.
Yeah, he plays high-stakes poker and does commentary.
I don't know why I said Judd.
Gabe something. Yeah.
I did watch Laverne and Shirley. DK7.
I watched Laverne and Shirley.
I loved Laverne and Shirley.
I don't understand some of
Listen, I loved it. Mm-hmm. No doubt about it.
Yeah, Penny Marshall was on several episodes of The Odd Couple, and she was also on one episode of Taxi. Mm-hmm. And then her brother? Is Gary Marshall her brother? I think so. He like produced at least one of those shows. Is that her brother? Yeah, he died recently. And she died a long time ago. But he died like a year or two ago, I think.
I don't know. I thought her dad was famous. You're saying it was her brother?
I thought it was her brother.
Oh.
Yeah. Florin subscribed. Yeah. Fliorin. Hooray.
I'm sure about it. I thought it was her dad.
I think that's a streamer who I've rated.
Who, yeah. Where?
This person.
Oh.
Can't say their name, but, that joke was gold. You made a joke? Mm-hmm. We always think you're serious when you're joking. Misplay because he can't get a solid grip on his position. Who did? What? Alireza's defense. Spider. I don't understand your joke. Yeah. Kramnik is the superior. Come on. Kramnik's older than me, except for one thing. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I might be the youngest player in the senior. I'll show those, that if they lose to me, they'll be like, I can't believe that whippersnapper play. I'll be like, that's right. Mm-hmm. I'm the youngest.
So, do they stream the games or
maybe
games anywhere?
Also, since Mark is here, maybe Ariel Levy is playing from Michigan. Go Levy. Mm-hmm. I always thought Hops and Pops Incorporated. Isn't it Hassenpfeffer? Right?
I don't know.
The song at the beginning, I think it's Hassenpfeffer.
Oh, the song.
Yeah, Hops and Pops.
I never know exactly what they're saying. I said Hassan Pepper Incorporated.
We were the youngest senior. That's right. Hops and Pops would make sense since it was a brewery. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. I watched a lot of Laverne and Shirley, and obviously I forgot it all.
It's
But
been
I
a
don't
while.
remember them being in the brewery. In the opening song, they are. But in the episodes, I don't remember them working in the brewery. That they ever showed them actually in the brewery working. I'm sure they did. I just don't remember that happening. Yeah, and that guy died recently, Squiggy, like a year or two ago. And the other guy has acted in 1 billion TV shows and movies. The other guy. Most notably, and when I say most notably, it's not most notably, but it is for me, in Better Call Saul. He's Saul's brother who's afraid of he thinks everything electric is going to kill him. No electricity is allowed. Yeah.
That's Lenny.
Yeah, that guy's great.
Yeah.
Alireza hitting the clock too hard. Got to complain about something. All right, we've streamed way too long. Oh, I gotta raid some of those people. Terrible. Boo.
If he was hitting the clock too hard, why didn't he complain during the game?
You gotta complain after the game. During the game, you might win. So.
You have to complain during the game.
Yeah, he knows that.
I know.
He's just being dumb. My opponent complained I hit him too hard. Yeah, shouldn't do that.